In today's video, we will be ranking every single Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic by how scary they are. Now, this video was inspired by Andiematronic, so go check him out. His links will be in the pinned comments below. He made a video ranking every FNAF character on how scary they are. And, well, I don't agree with it. Basically, he said that some characters, the FNAF 1 characters, he uses the movie as a base them. No, you use the games. They're so scary in FNAF 1. So we have the tier list set up pretty similar to his, but I changed a couple categories. So we have the scariest all the way at the top, poop my pants scary. If I saw these in real life, I would cry and I would be begging for my mama, all the way down to really, bruh, like really, that's what we're doing. I did some important categories. For me, the most important one is in the right lighting. Obviously, for Five Nights at Freddy's characters, if you look at them in the daytime, if you look at a photo on Google, it's not going to be scary. But say it's nighttime, say you're in a security office, say you're in an old pizzeria, they're going to be scary, okay? So I feel like this is one of the most important categories to separate these animatronics. Now, starting off with the main man himself, Freddy Fazington. And Freddy Fazbear here, I mean, I would say overall, he is pretty scary. In FNAF 1, right, when he goes through the cameras, you only see the little black dots on his eyes. I mean, he has the iconic Toreador March. I remember being terrified of this when I was a kid. And yeah, I've looked at Freddy for 12 years, so I'm not super scared anymore. I'm going to put Freddy in the right lighting, right? Because he works like a mascot. When I saw him at Universal Halloween Horror Nights editor put up a video, he looked amazing on stage. I could imagine him being a real animatronic in a real pizzeria establishment. I could imagine him there up on stage, but when it's nighttime and it's dark and it's scary, he looks really scary. So in the right lighting, he is scary. Now for Bonnie, I'm going to put Bonnie in scary. Bonnie is the only animatronic to give Scott Cawthon nightmares. Bonnie is terrifying. Maybe the fact he has no eyebrows, maybe the fact that his eyes vanish. I don't know. He's very scary. Chica, I'm also going to put in the right lighting. Chica's very scary, especially in that one shot in the kitchen when she's like, she can be very scary, especially because her eyes aren't even looking in the right direction. She has this dull, lifeless stare behind her eyes. But if I saw her performing on a stage, I'd be like, oh wow, that's Chica the kitchen. You know, she's pretty scary. Now, Foxy, I'm gonna be honest. When I was younger, right, and I first found out about Five Nights at Freddy's, Foxy was the only character I wasn't scared of. Foxy is sick. Foxy is cool. Foxy isn't scary. He's definitely the least scary animatronic. The closest he gets to scary is when he's peeking out of Pirate's Cove going. But he's not a scary animatronic. His jump scare in FNAF 1 isn't even scary. He just comes through the doorway. So I'm going to put mid. Now, Golden Freddy, poop my pants scary. Dude, I have scared myself with my Golden Freddy animatronic. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, seeing that in the middle of your room. I'm not that scared of it because I built it. I wore it. But if you woke up in the middle of the night and you saw that thing, you saw that in your room, you would start crying. You would start crying. Golden Freddy has a terrifying jump scare. The way he's kind of unexplained, he just shows up. Golden Freddy is so scary. So this is my FNAF 1 ranking. Andiematronic ranks characters like the Cupcake and Endoskeleton, but they're not scary. They don't have jump scares. So I'm not including them because, well, they don't fit, okay? They didn't make the cut. We're moving on to FNAF 2. Toy Freddy, not scary. Toy Freddy, his face is not scary at all. He has a funny face. He has a goofy face. I made Toy Freddy a silly character. But when I was there playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in real life, and he is just standing there, and you know he's going to come into the office, but he hasn't yet, and you're waiting for him to come in, that is very scary. That is terrifying. I'm gonna say in the right lighting. Toy Bonnie, mid. No, honestly, not scary. Toy Bonnie's not a scary character. When I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in real life, I was never scared of Toy Bonnie. He's not scary. When you see him in the vents, I'm not scared. Toy Chica. I'm putting her in really bro. Probably just because of how the community treats Toy Chica, but when she's supposed to look scary, she is not scary in the slightest. Toy Chica, especially when I was playing the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in real life, I was like, Zooey mama. Mangle. I'm putting Mangle in scary. Mangle is a very scary animatronic. I built a Mangle animatronic. I've seen the Mangle animatronic in real life in the FNAF 2 in real life. Mangle coming down from the ceiling and the noises that she makes is so scary. It catches you off guard. Mangle is a very scary animatronic with endos and wires everywhere. She's not poop my pants scary, but she definitely is terrifying. Balloon Boy, not scary in the slightest. He wasn't scary in the FNAF 1 movie. He wasn't scary in real life. He's not a scary character. He's a silly character. He looks very silly. Same for JJ. JJ is not a scary character. She doesn't even do anything. She just sits under the desk. JJ is not scary at all. Puppet is very scary. Puppet is meant to be a scary character. You look at that mask. Scott Cawthon made the puppet with being scary first, being a children's animatronic second. You can tell with the toy characters, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, they were made to be entertaining animatronics. They weren't made with scary in mind. Puppet was made to be scary. Scott Cawthon made this character so the puppet could be scary. Withered Freddy is very scary. He is 9 feet tall. Again, when I saw him in real life at the FNAF 2 in real life location, he is so big. And I wouldn't even say in the right lighting because he's not meant to look cute. He's not meant to look like a performing animatronic. He's meant to look scary. I'm gonna put Withered Freddy in scary. Withered Freddy is a scary animatronic. When he leans over the office, his eyes are looking in different directions. Withered Bonnie, I'm gonna put in Poop My Pants. If you guys don't know, I have Withered Bonnie. He stands right here. I can't turn the camera that far. He stands right here in my room. He's really big. He's really tall. He's very scary. I have been... Golden Freddy's given me sometimes a little bit of spooks. I built Withered Bonnie. I've worn Withered Bonnie. I've had him in my room for the longest. He's not possessed. There's just a mannequin under him. But I get terrified at night. When I wake up and I see this dark silhouette with big bunny ears standing in the corner of my room watching me sleep, I get scared. So I'm putting Withered Bonnie in actual Poop My Pants scary. He is terrifying. He is such a scary animatronic, and I love him so much for that. I'm gonna say the same goes for Withered Chica. I'm gonna say it. You know what? Withered Chica is the scariest FNAF animatronic of all time. Call me crazy. Call me whatever you want. Call me Puggo. That's my name. She is so scary. Withered Chica's eyes, that one render of her next to the paper pals, is the scariest FNAF render of all time. Withered Chica is a horrifying animatronic. Her giant jaw, her lifeless eyes. When I saw Withered Chica in real life at the FNAF 2 location, I was so scared. I was actually terrified. Withered Chica is such a scary, scary animatronic. I'm saying Withered Chica is the scariest animatronic of all time. Withered Foxy. Foxy just isn't a scary animatronic. Withered Foxy is pretty scary though. I'm gonna say in the right lighting, because Withered Foxy is a really sick animatronic. He is a sick, awesome animatronic. Withered Golden Freddy. I'm putting Withered Golden Freddy. I'm putting Withered Golden Freddy in scary. Withered Golden Freddy doesn't have the same aura that FNAF 1 Golden Freddy does. FNAF 1 Golden Freddy is a scary, scary, and that's why I made FNAF 1 Golden Freddy. I like FNAF 1 Golden Freddy more. He's scarier. The way he shows up in the office is scarier. Withered Golden Freddy can just be a giant head in the back of the hallway, and that's cool, but it's not very scary. Obviously, Golden Freddy is still scary. Golden Freddy still has aura to him. He is still horrifying. But Golden Freddy is just scarier than Withered Golden Freddy. The shadows. The shadows are not scary at all. The shadows are sick. The shadows are some of the best designed FNAF characters of all time. But they're not scary, and they're not meant to be. They're more just Easter egg characters. I'm gonna put both shadows, right? They're trying to be a little scary. They're better than Toy Chica and Balloon Boy. I'm gonna put them in not that scary. If I saw the shadows in real life, I would think it's sick. If I saw the shadow animatronics in real life, say I woke up from my bed, I was going to Tinkle, Shadow Bonnie's in the hallway, I'd be like, oh my god, dude, that is sick as hell. I wouldn't be like, ah, Shadow Bonnie. I wouldn't be that scared. I would just be like, oh my god, that is so cool. I feel like they suffer from being too cool. Paper Pals, really, bro? Right, the Paper Pals are possessed. They can move around, you know, they move into your office. I don't care, dude. When I'm the security guard, I see a piece of paper on the wall. You know what I'm gonna do with that piece of paper? I'm gonna rip it. It's not scary. They're pieces of paper. Springtrap. Springtrap is such an iconic slasher. It's almost hard to think of a time when I was scared of him. He is so overused in memes and references and video games and everything. It's hard to be scared of him because he is Springtrap. He is so iconic. Maybe I'm a little desensitized to him. I'm gonna put him in the right lighting. Springtrap definitely can be scary because just seeing Springtrap in just normal daylight, it's like, oh, that's so sick. Oh, that's Springtrap. That is awesome. The Phantoms. The Phantoms get me, dude. When I was playing FNAF VR and the Phantoms would jump scare me in VR mode, it would catch me off guard, right? The Phantom designs, they work pretty well. I love the eyes. The eyes are good. I would put them. Balloon Boy jump scare is so good. Balloon Boy is probably the best Phantom jump scare. It really gets you off guard because it's so fast, right? It is so fast. It's probably the scariest because Balloon Boy has the biggest empty eye socket. Withered Freddy I'm putting in the right lighting because when he walks past the hallway, he looks kind of silly. He's going on a stroll. He looks kind of silly. When he jump scares you, it definitely can catch you off guard, and he can be scary because Withered Freddy can be scary. Mangled, the noise she makes freaks me out, right? The noise, hearing the blaring noise can be so scary. It can be very, very scary because it freaks you out in the moment. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what to do. So I'm gonna say that's scary. Withered Foxy I'm putting up with Balloon Boy because it catches you so off guard. But when you turn to the corner, he immediately jump scares you. You have no time to prepare for it. You can't do anything. If Foxy's in the corner, you have to get jump scared. He's very scary. Chica I'm gonna put in mid. I don't think I've ever been jump scared by Phantom Chica. She's on one random camera and one random arcade machine. She's not very scary at all, and her jump scare is very slow too. It's not very scary. And Puppet I'm also gonna put in mid. When Puppet jump scares you, her face just stays on your screen and it like follows where you go. It's not scary. There is no jump scare. Puppet just kind of whoop, just shows up. It is not scary at all. Now the nightmares. I'm gonna be completely honest. FNAF 4 is the FNAF game I've played the least. I can only get to night 2, and I'm gonna be honest, it's because I'm a big baby. Because I'm so scared. Because I'm a big old baby. These animatronics are so scary, right? I know some people say they're overdone. Oh, they're overdone. I can barely get past night 2 on FNAF 4. I can't play the FNAF 4 levels in VR, right? When you walk through the hallway and they come through the holes, that is the scariest VR mode ever. Nightmare Freddy's probably one of the least scary. I'm gonna say in the right lighting. When the Freddos are on the bed, they're so negligible. You just flash a light at them, they go away. And when Nightmare Freddy jump scare you, you know what's happening because the Freddos are there. Nightmare Bonnie is scary. Those big, almost lifeless gray eyes and the way he catches you off guard at the door is so scary. Something about his teeth looking a little bit human-like, being white and larger is very, very scary. I think Nightmare Bonnie is one of the scariest FNAF 4 animatronics. Nightmare Chica, her teeth are a little too long and sharp, in my opinion. Her design, something about it isn't as scary. I feel like they could have, Skull Cawthon could have made Nightmare Chica a little scarier. Nightmare Chica definitely is scarier than Nightmare Freddy. I don't know, she's not that scary. Nightmare Foxy is so scary. I'm gonna put Nightmare Foxy and poop my pants. Every time Nightmare Foxy gets in the closet and you have to shine the light for the first time, he does half a jump scare where he goes, and you have to close the door. It gets me every time, and I know it's coming. I know it's coming. His giant jaw, this is the scariest version of Foxy. I'm gonna say Nightmare Foxy is the scariest version of Foxy. I know. Nightmare Fredbear is so cool. The boss fight you have with him, he is so scary. Especially in VR, I can't beat the VR Nightmare Fredbear. I get that scared. I'm gonna put him in scary. I can't even beat the VR version. Nightmare is awesome. Nightmare is one of the sickest characters ever, but he's not as scary. His jump scare is very lame. It's just, he definitely is scary. He's one of the least scary though. Plushtrap isn't a scary animatronic at all. Look at him. His face isn't scary. But that Plushtrap minigame, I hate it. I wish I could play FNAF 4 without the Plushtrap minigame. It scares me so bad. Plushtrap is scary. I know that is insane to say. And especially when he's just sitting like halfway through the hallway, you see him duck behind a corner. It is so scary. The Dawko animatronics aren't scary. I love them so much. The Dawko animatronics are some of my favorite animatronics ever made, but they're like the Shadows where they're so sick that they're just not scary. They're so cool. You go, oh my God, that is awesome. But it's not scary. So they unfortunately suffer from being too cool. Nightmare Mangle, I'm gonna put in mid. Nightmare Mangle is a horrible redesign. Scott even forgets she exists. She's literally just a recolored Nightmare Foxy. Nightmare Foxy is a amazingly scary character. Nightmarion I'm putting Nightmarion in scary. Nightmarion is a very scary animatronic. Nightmarion is so sick. Nightmarion is how you make a sick and a scary character at the same time. In that FNAF VR minigame where you're fighting against Nightmarion's tentacles, that is so scary. I get so scared of Nightmarion. Nightmarion is a terrifying animatronic. Nightmare Balloon Boy just isn't scary. I'm putting Nightmare Balloon Boy in not scary. Nightmare Balloon Boy, something about the design, it just looks stupid. I'm sorry. The Nightmare Balloon Boy design, for being the same minigame, he's just not scary in the slightest. I'm not scared playing Nightmare Balloon Boy. He just looks stupid. He looks really stupid. Mendo and JJ are not scary in the slightest. Like, they're not even trying to be scary. Lolbit is an amazing character. Lolbit's probably like my second favorite FNAF character of all time. I love Lolbit. Lolbit's not scary. Lolbit is never scary. Lolbit shows up as like a little hack. Lolbit doesn't even have a jump scare. So Lolbit goes in really broke. Lolbit isn't trying to be scary. Circus Baby. Oh man, I remember being really scared of Sister Location when it first came out. Sister Location first came out. I was watching Dan TDM play it, and he had to go in there, and Circus Baby, like, she has this calm little whisper to her. Her voice makes her so scary. She has this calm little whisper. Her aura is terrifying. Her design itself isn't that scary. I'm gonna say in the right lighting, right? Because just looking at Circus Baby's awesome. Ballora is not scary. All the Ballora mini games in the VR one, that was the first game that was the first one in Help Wanted 2 I ever played was Ballora Gallery. Not scary in the slightest. Used her more spider-like abilities. I think she could be scary, but every time they use Ballora, she's Funtime Freddy. In the breaker room, Funtime Freddy is definitely very scary. With the flashing lights, his lifeless eyes, the way you have to fight back against him, he definitely can be scary. Overall, he has kind of a cool design though, so I'm gonna put him in the right lighting. In the breaker room, that's dark, scary lighting, he's scary, but just seeing Funtime Freddy, if I had Funtime Freddy as an animatronic in my room at night, I wouldn't be that scared. I'd be like, oh, that's Funtime Freddy, he's awesome. That's not Funtime Freddy, I'm scared. You know, he's not a very scary animatronic. No, he is massive, but he's just not scary. Funtime Foxy is in mid. Funtime Foxy is just not a scary animatronic at all. Every single Funtime Foxy minigame, even the one where Funtime Foxy is trying to be scary and you have the flash beacon and go, ah! Funtime Foxy is like, Funtime Foxy's not scary, okay? It's not a scary animatronic. Funtime Foxy is cool. Funtime Foxy is not scary. Yeah, no, I'm putting in not scary at all. Now, this is gonna sound crazy. Biddy Babs. I'm putting Biddy Babs in the right lighting simply because the first time you see the Biddy Babs and they're clawing at that little grate and you have to pull it back, they're so small, but they're actually intimidating, at least in my opinion. I think Biddy Babs can be very scary. Electro Bab is just Biddy Bab, but they glow in the dark, so I'm putting in really, bro. Like mini arenas, I'm putting in not scary. Even in the Ballora minigame, mini arenas are such an anti-threat. They made it so you could grab the mini arenas in the Ballora minigame. No, you can't rip them apart, but you can grab them you can throw them. Mini arenas are that not scary. You can pick them up and throw them. They're that lame. Ennard is scary. Ennard is a scary animatronic. From the clown face to faintly seeing Ennard show up behind the scooper when you get scooped, to the scary wiry sound effect that Ennard makes. Ennard has such an aura that makes him very, very scary. Bonbon and Bonnet just aren't scary. Funtime Freddy is in the right lighting. Bonbon and Bonnet are mid. They're just it's a little... Bonbon is cool. I love Bonbon. Bonbon is not scary at all. Scrap Baby in scary. That opening cinematic of Pizzeria Simulator, the first ever time I saw that. No, you know what? I'm putting that in Poop My Pants. The first time you ever play Pizzeria Simulator and it just cold cuts to Scrap Baby being there lifeless, and then you see her eyes go. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. I am terrified of Scrap Baby, especially in those scenes. Molten Freddy is very scary. I built Molten Freddy in real life. He definitely is scary. He is so big. He's a towering animatronic. He is huge. He definitely is scary. He's way scarier than Funtime Freddy in my opinion. His messed up face, the way, again, just the desk shot of him slowly, like, just kind of moving is so scary, and you only have the zapper to send him back. Molten Freddy is a incredibly scary animatronic. Scrap Trap, really, bro? You removed all the Springtrap's aura. Springtrap went from in the right lighting scary, plus Trap, in my opinion, scarier, in scary, to Scrap Trap having no aura. Scrap Trap looks stupid when you're salvaging him. He's like... He looks dumb. He is not a scary animatronic at all. Just ruins Springtrap's aura. Lefty's in the right lighting, because Lefty is a cool animatronic. Lefty is a really cool animatronic. I love Lefty's design. I think it's awesome. When they're sitting there across from you and they're doing this pose, that's definitely scary. But when they're performing on the stage, like you can have them in your pizzeria, they're not very scary. So I'm definitely gonna say in the right lighting. Trash in the Gang, you're missing Pan, Stan, and Mr. Hug. But I mean, these are really, bro. It's a balloon, a bucket, and a crate. I built Bucket Bob in real life. Yeah, dude, it's a couple sticks in a bucket. What is that going to do? Candy Cadet, I love Candy Cadet. You guys know is my favorite animatronic of all time. Wow. But no, Candy Cadet isn't scary. It's Candy Cadet. I mean, come on. Everyone loves Candy Cadet. Helpy isn't scary. Helpy's cute. Helpy is meant to be a cute little animatronic. Helpy is not meant to be scary. So again, even though Helpy can jump scare you with the air horns, it's not scary. Helpy is awesome. I don't know if you can see. I do have a life-size Helpy up on the top of my shelf. Helpy's awesome. He's just not scary at all. The Mediocre Melodies. None of these are really scary. Maybe they could. No, I can't see any scenario where I would be scared of any of these characters. Just the Mediocre Melodies just in general. They tried to make Pig Patch scary in FNAF Help Wanted 2 when he crossed the vents, and he's not. So all of these guys, they're cool characters. I like them. But just the Mediocre Melodies, they've tried to make them scary in Help Wanted. They're not. All of these are not scary. Now the Rockstars. Rockstar Freddy isn't scary. Rockstar Freddy is a mid character. When he's in Ultimate Custom Night and he's standing there and he's like, please deposit 5 coins, he's just not scary. He's not a scary character. Rockstar Bonnie, on the other hand, is a terrifying character. Editor, put up on screen that one render of Rockstar Bonnie in the FNAF Ultimate Custom Night office waiting for his guitar. That photo has so much aura. Rockstar Bonnie is one of the most forgettable characters of all time, but that render of him, oh my god, he is so scary. I'm being serious. Rockstar Bonnie goes and poop my pants for that one photo alone of him just staring at you. Rockstar Bonnie, a character that I forget his name, has so much scary aura. I love him. He is so awesome. Rockstar Chica and Rockstar Bonnie, they don't have aura. Rockstar Chica goes in not scary at all. She's scared of wet floor signs. And Rockstar Foxy is a helpful animatronic. So I'm going to put him in mid. He can be slightly scarier than Rockstar Chica. Rockstar Chica with the fat buck teeth on the top and the bottom and the lipstick on the beak is just a horrible look. I'm putting that in really, bro, honestly. Music Man goes right up in scary. Music Man, his dead, soulless eyes, his giant teeth, his spider-like body, and his symbols. He is a awful character. His design isn't great, but his scare factor is amazing. And he clearly is, because they keep putting him in future games. Steelwool loves Music Man so much they put him in every FNAF game they make. Oh, Chap, I'm putting in really, bro. I mean, dude, he's a Mexican beaver. He's not scary. Funtime Chica isn't scary at all. She doesn't even jump scare. Not scary. Fredbear, I hate Ultimate Custom Night Fredbear. Ultimate Custom Night Fredbear, they ruined his aura so much. They took the aura of Golden Freddy, a completely scary and terrifying animatronic. His jump scare's all wiggly. Jump scare's like, Aah! It's stupid, it's wiggly, and he has no aura. He's trying to aura farm in this photo, and he's got none. I'm putting him in not scary. They ruined Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy is one of the scariest animatronics of all time, and Nightmare Fredbear isn't scary in the slightest. And now we're moving on to Help Wanted. I guess there's only 2 characters. Glitch Trap, horrifying. Glitch Trap isn't scary. When I was playing Help Wanted, and the first ever time I loaded up in Help Wanted, I collected tape, and I see him in the corner going like this. Oh my god. Glitch Trap has insane aura. Glitch Trap is horrifying. Every time you see Glitch Trap, he's scary. He's scary in every single scene you see him in the game. He's scary in Dead by Daylight, where he goes. Glitch Trap is so scary. He deserves to go up in scary. Dreadbear, I'm putting Dreadbear in the right lighting. Dreadbear isn't a very overall scary design, but the first time I loaded up Curse of Dreadbear and I saw the like 25-foot Dreadbear towering over like... Oh man, that was scary. I was so scared of Dreadbear. Dreadbear in that one scene, I'd say in the right lighting. The Glamrocks aren't scary in the slightest. Glamrock Freddy is awesome. Glamrock Freddy is a cool character, but it's like they don't try. The Glamrock animatronics don't try to be scary in the slightest. They're the main villains. I mean, okay, I'll put them in not scary because maybe, right? But the Glamrock animatronics, they try to make them scary. They try and make them villains throughout the whole security breach. You're chased by Glamrock Chica, Roxy, Monty throughout the entire game. And never once have I been scared of them. I've been stressed out about getting caught because I'm worried I'm going to lose a whole bunch of progress, sure. But have I ever been scared? Have I ever been like, oh boy, I hope Glamrock Chica doesn't get me. They're not scary at all. Vanny, I'm putting in really pro. Vanny could have been scary. They botched her character so much in security breach that she's like embarrassing to look at. Like, I get secondhand embarrassment looking at Vanny in the game when it's her face on the monitors or she's like galloping towards you. They tried so hard to make her like a serial killer scary vibe, and she isn't. She isn't scary at all. Sun and Moon are very scary. I'm putting Sun in the right lighting. Sun is very scary. When you encounter Sun, he's so weird. His lifeless eyes and smile. He speaks, but his mouth doesn't move. His face is just a mask. That makes it really scary. The way he moves, the way he jangles around, I think is very scary in the right lighting. But Moon is always in the right lighting. Moon is horrifying. When I play Security Breach, that is the only time I get scared playing the game. I only get scared going up against Moon in the daycare. I also get scared going up against the Glamrock endoskeletons, but those aren't here. He is very scary. Most of the scenes he's in is scary, especially the daycare. DJ Music Man is scary. His size, and when he attacks you, he definitely is in the right lighting. He's not that scary. I was thinking about when I played Help Wanted 2, when I played the DJ Music Man game, I wasn't really scared of him that much. He's not that scary. He's so big, but I feel like they made him a little too cool with like the DJ aspect where he's not really a scary character. He doesn't have the same aura that classic Music Man does. But Mini Music Man, oh, going right up in scary. When you get chased by them in the vents, when you get when you have to flash them with the little flashlight in Help Wanted 2, they are very scary. They are the scary version of Music Man. The Blob is a horrible character. The Blob is fat and stupid and ugly, and I hate the Blob. Same for Burn Trap. Burn Trap isn't scary. I think Burn Trap is a horrible character who isn't scary in the slightest. They made him like, oh look, it's William Afton, but he's an evil, rotten corpse. That's stupid. Huh? How about you go take Burn Trap and shove it? Because that's a dumb character. And the staff bots, I'm gonna put them in not scary, because they're trying to be scary, but they're not. Here it is, my entire tier list. Going over everything, the scariest animatronic I have is Withered Chica, and then none of these are in order. Withered Chica is the only one in order just because she's the scariest. But in Poop My Pants Scary, we have Withered Chica, Golden Freddy, Withered Bonnie, Nightmare Foxy, Scrap Baby, and Rockstar Bonnie. I can't even remember his name, but he's so scary. Then in Scary, we have Bonnie, Mangle, Puppet, Withered Freddy, Withered Golden Freddy, Phantom Balloon Boy, Phantom Foxy, Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Fredbear, Plush Trap, Nightmarion, Ennard, Molten Freddy, Music Man, Glitch Trap, Moon, and Mini Music Man. Then in the right lighting, we have Freddy, Chica, Toy Freddy, Withered Foxy, Spring Trap, Phantom Freddy, Phantom Angle, Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Chica, Nightmare Baby, Funtime Freddy, Biddy Bab, Lefty, Dreadbear, Sun, DJ Music Man. Then in mid, we have Foxy, Phantom Chica, Phantom Puppet, Nightmare Mangle, Ballora, Funtime Foxy, Bon Bon Bonnet, Rockstar Freddy, Rockstar Foxy. Then in Not Scary, we have Toy Bonnie, Shadow Freddy, Jackal Bonnie, Jacko Chica. I'm very sorry, I'm naming a lot of characters at once. Nightmare Balloon Boy, Yendo, Mini Rena, Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, Pig Patch, Ned Bear, Orville Elephant, Fredbear in Ultimate Customized specifically. Fredbear in fan interpretations has been scary. I'm talking about Ultimate Customized. Glamrock Freddy, Glamrock Chica, Roxy, Monty, and the staff plots. And then in Really Bro, we have Toy Chica, Balloon Boy, JJ, Paper Pals, Mendo, Dee Dee, Lolbit, Electrobab, Scrap Trap, Mr. Can-Do, Bucket Bob, Number One Crate, Mr. Hugs, Panstan, Candy Cadet, Helpy, Rockstar Chica, L-Chip, Funtime Chica, Vanny, The Blob, and Burn Trap. Yeah, those aren't in order. The only one in order is Nightmare Chica, but this is my list. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my list on what you guys think is the scariest animatronics ever made. If you guys like this, maybe I'll do more tier list videos because I see a lot of people make tier list Five Nights at Freddy's videos, so I've never done anything like this before. I've done it on my main channel, but I've never made an actual tier list on the website. I've made like real life tier lists using my shelf. So what do you guys think is the scariest animatronic ever made? And this is a new channel, so if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe because I will be posting a ton more content. And yeah, that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you all later. Good